like how, for whatever reason, Capcom really likes to reuse the that whole thing they did with the first Marvel vs. Capcom promotional art. People facing each other in a huge, huge group. The crowded elevator shot.
Let's see. What is it with Capcom translating a game and putting a red triangle in the background?
Wait, which games did they do that in?
I'm referring to Armored Warriors.
Oh.
As you can see, if you look at the Japanese thing for it, obviously the name is completely different, but also
Powered Gear.
The design is completely different. The only one that changes as much as that is the one for Warriors of Fate, because it's a completely different game. They're a completely different name, rather.
The second game in the series, too.
Yeah, the first game was just called Dynasty Wars here. And they used the regular names in that game. Whereas, for some reason, the sequel was treated as though it wasn't a sequel. And they decided to change all the characters' names to Mongolian names, because apparently Dynasty Warriors is too much for us.
And Battle Circuit gets like some little kanji on the side.
Probably just says Battle Circuit.
I was trying to make out what the fuck the subtitle underneath Powered Gear was. It was actually kind of difficult to see. Strategic Variant Armor Equipment. What's the point of that? What's the point of the subtitle? Like, it's related to the game itself, but like the subtitle has to mean something. Otherwise, there's no point in having it there. Obviously, they should have changed all the titles to have the word warrior in it somewhere. Have our Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, Warrior Circuit, Final Warrior, the King of Warriors, Captain Warrior, Knights of the Warrior.
Let's see. I guess the one thing that I kind of liked messing around with Warriors of Fate is it has a really neat grappling mechanic.
I played it for about 5 minutes. A long time ago, so I don't really remember anything about it.
Oh. Like I said, the first thing that immediately struck me was like, oh, this game is basically Dynasty Warriors, except all the characters have different names for some reason.
Looking at the artwork for Final Fight, and it's like, here's Cody. Here's a shot of Poison's ass, I guess? I love this old artwork. And all these guys with heavy metal band related names. And a lot of guys.
Which game now?
I'm looking at the Final Fight artwork.
Oh.
I just remember all their names were, well, not all of them, but many of them were heavy metal related. A guy in a wheelchair with a crossbow, as you do.
Okay. What's up with the topless chick with the short jeans? I don't get the significance of that.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Poison. It's the only person I can think of.
Yeah. It's just weird because like it doesn't seem to have any other relevance to anything else.
It's like it's just there.
Yep, it's just there.
And this artwork of young Mike Hager. Built like a brick shithouse. With a head like a brick. shithouse too. I don't know if that's supposed to be Jessica or his wife. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be his wife. If it's young Mike Hager. Guy's just literally a square.
Yep. Also, wow, some of these portraits.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gangly people everywhere.
Yep.
I love the design document stuff.
Yep.
My question is, what did Hager see in Cody? What made him think Cody was like mayor material?
Who knows? Captain Corridor.
So how do you plan on dealing with the city's budget, Mayor Travers? I'm gonna punch it. It's like, all right, that's fair.
Seems legit.
It's not like we can tell you no.
Boy, Captain Commando has some pretty wild character artwork too.
A baby in a basket and a robot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, I could understand Captain Commando, and I can't even remember what the ninja's name is.
Ginzu or whatever.
Yeah, and then you have a mummy wearing sneakers. Literal baby.
They call him Mac the Knife here. Oh wait, no, that's the mummy guy.
I think the baby's just baby head.
Yep, baby head.
Exactly what it says on the tin. It's a baby acting as the head of the robot. I don't think I ever actually saw a Captain Commando arcade machine.
Me neither.
The only reason I
It's
know
actually another game I've never actually played.
I don't even think I played the Super Nintendo version either, now that I think about it. I have... The only version of Captain Commando I played has been the one that shows up in Marvel vs. Capcom. And Project Crosszone.
The art for Armored Warriors is interesting.
The way that you said that suggests it is questionable more than anything.
Some of it's good, it's just the rest of it is just kind of there.
Sometimes it was like Vengus or Akiman, whoever the artist was just like, yeah, whatever. That seems like a pretty okay job to me.
Yep.
Like, yeah, we're gonna, just do some designs, and we'll see if we like any of these.
It's kind of funny to me looking at this art of the, because there was so much English in this, even in the Japanese version.
In
So
Armored
like there's this
Warriors?
one instruction card. In Japanese, the top says terminate them. In Japanese, it's covered in Japanese text. But all they did for the English version was just take that off.
And a guy who looks like Jin Saotome, but is definitely not. Even if it's heavily implied that Blodia is apparently his mech. Even if it's even if it's a mass-produced one, apparently.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop when I first played this. I'm like, that's not the guy that's supposed to be piloting Blodia. That's really weird.
Dear Capcom, new Armored Warriors Powered Gear related game when? I could go for that. In the far off year of 2282. I'm gonna be real fucking disappointed if we don't have giant robots by then. I mean, I'll be long since dead, but that's not the point. Future Alex will be disappointed, or whoever I am at that point in time. Unless I'm the guy who invents giant robots, in which case, good on you, man. You did it. Now you just have to deal with the fallout of creating giant robots. Pro tip, don't use teenage boys for pilots.
Just a thought.
Especially don't raise them from birth for this. You know, just saying. Also, background checks. Thorough background checks.
Yep.
But I mean, if you can't do that, then, well, you do you, I suppose.
One thing I think is kind of interesting is that I can see in these earlier beat-em-ups, they really like doing that thing with Final Fight where they had the little map show you where you were.
I kind of miss that.
Yep. Maybe Streets of Rage 4 will have that. Probably not, though. It's not really a thing that Streets of Rage really ever had.
Its thing was more like consistent... Not consistent, that's not the word I'm thinking of. Well, I guess kind of like internal consistency on going from one location to the next.
Yep.
Like you're crossing a bridge, makes sense. Get off the bridge, all of a sudden you're at an amusement park. Then you're on a pirate ship. And then you're in an H.R. Geiger painting.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the amusement park, go to the baseball stadium about a mile away. Which has a secret underground fighting arena in it. The Ultimate Warrior is there. You're not sure why.
Just wanting you to strap on the rocket and load it up with fuel.
And to not deny yourself the power.
We could not understand. No, we really can't.